guys. So we're going to do our first practice today, just incorporating some really nice gentle movement to start to awaken our spine and work on our posture and our spinal breathing for release. So I'm going to have you go ahead and make your way into a comfortable seat. You might prop yourself up on a block or a couple of blankets if seating with crossed legs flat on the floor is inaccessible or painful for you. You might just sit in a chair if you need. So we're going to find a comfortable seat. We're going to go ahead and just start rounding down. So lengthen through the crown of your head, nice and tall. We're going to start with breath, as we always do. Take a big, deep breath in and feel it travel down the throat, all the way down to the belly. And as you keep expanding, you feel the backside lengthen, maybe go a little taller. And then exhale, release all the air. Push it all out. Beautiful. Just take a couple more breaths this way, connecting, envisioning your spine. As you fill up, the tailbone lifts slightly and you grow just a little taller, making space between the vertebrae. I want you to connect and notice any particular pains you might be having today, or any sore spots or stiff areas. I'm going to go ahead and start to incorporate breathing with our movement. We'll go ahead and lift the heart space, lift the tailbone, let the chin lift. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Begin to pull the belly in, tuck your chin, let the shoulders drop, round through the spine. Exhale, all the air out. We'll take 4 more breaths just like this. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, lifting. Exhale, round. Two more big breaths. And again. Exhale. And come back to your neutral spine. We're going to inhale and lift our arms now. Grow tall through your spine. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Feel your sit bone reaching towards the floor and your head reaching towards the sky. Fill up with air. Inhale, inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to turn to the right side using the strength of our core. We're going to lower the arms, bringing the back arm to the ground and the front arm to the knee. Just a gentle twist here. As we send breath down, see if you can use your core to look a little further back behind you. Focus on softening through the spine. Take another big breath in. Exhale, release. Back through center. Inhale, reach tall again. Exhale, twist to the left. This time, lowering the arms, bringing the front hand to the knee, the back hand to the ground for support. Fill up with breath. And as you exhale, see if you can look behind you a little further. Soften through your spine. Inhale. Exhale, release. Back through center. I'm raising my arms, shrugging my shoulders, and then go ahead and lower the hands down to the heart space, and then down to the knees. Take a moment. We're going to go ahead and come to our back side now, all the way down. You can keep your knees bent for this and feet on the ground. We'll work on a bit of lower core strengthening for our lower spine health. This protects and supports us. So I'm going to have you think about drawing the belly down into the spine. We're going to lift the shoulders just barely off the ground. And the head is slightly tilted towards our chest. And you're going to keep pressing that lower vertebrae right into the floor. Press, 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 and hold. Remembering our breath. Still holding and breathing. And release. As you release, you might feel your tailbone come back into place in this little space, lifting off the ground here in the lower back. Take note of your curve of your spine here. And then we're going to go ahead and do that 2 more times. So let's start by tucking the tailbone under and pulling that lower back space flat to the floor as we pull the core in and up. And then we're going to lift the shoulders, tuck the chin slightly. Stay engaged here. Keep pulling the shoulders down. Inhale. Breathing. Exhale. Staying engaged. And release. All right, my friends, notice the posture here in the spine. Notice any sensations. And then we're going to go ahead, begin to tuck the tailbone again, press the lower back space down. Start to pull the belly in and up. Lift the shoulders, draw them down. Staying active here. Remembering breath. And gently go ahead and release. All right. Let's take time to roll over onto our front side now. You're going to lie all the way flat onto your belly. We'll bring our arms 90 degrees into cactus shape. And then I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades and lift your arms off the ground. Keep your head neutral or rested towards the floor. And we're going to hold here for about 5 seconds. 5. And release. We're going to do this 5 total times. Squeezing through the shoulder blades, lifting the arms. Let's make our way back up into our tabletop. We'll align our shoulders with our wrists and our knees with our hips here. And then we're going to go ahead and move from side to side. So you're going to shift your hips over to the right side. And then you're going to look over towards your right side and press your ribcage over to the left. It's a really subtle movement, but a really big stretch. Staying nice and engaged, squeezing through the side body. And then we're going to shift the hips over to the left side and look over to the left side. Good. Let's go for 3 more rounds. Last one. All right, let's sit on the heels, widen the knees, and begin to walk the arms out long and front. Try to feel your spine release, tuck the tailbone under, lengthen through your fingertips. Walk both hands over to the right side, taking a deep side stretch. And then over to the left side. Let's walk our hands back to center. Come back through your tabletop. Tuck the toes for extra support here. And then we're going to begin by sitting the bum back towards the heel. And then we're going to shift forward. And as we do this, we're going to tuck the tailbone under. Begin to round through the spine. Tuck the chin. Shift the weight over the wrist. And then we're going to draw the hips down. Squeeze through the glutes slightly. Pull the shoulders back. And then you're going to lower all the way flat to the floor. From here, we keep our chest low, and you're going to press back to sit on the heels again. And we start again, tucking the tailbone, pressing through the back, rounding. Shift the hips forward, open the shoulders. Lower down. Stay low to press back. We're going to do 2 more here. My friends, revisiting our front side now. Looking all the way down. You can use a strap or a belt here or a sash, anything that doesn't stretch too much. And we're going to lie down and clasp our hands together or use your strap or belt. And as you do this, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades and open the chest. From here, we're going to lift up the upper spine, squeezing the shoulder blades together, looking upwards. And then we're going to lower back down. Your shoulders can neutral when you lie down, but then squeeze them to lift. We're going to go for 8 of these. And now, using either your strap or your hands clasped together, we're going to lift our arms to come off of our backside as we hold that upward pose for about 4 seconds. We'll do 3 rounds. Lift it. I'm lifting my hands up, holding. And you can choose to pulse here if it feels better. Or if you're holding the strap like this. Last one. And release. We're going to bring both arms down to 90 degrees, and then you're just going to take one leg and cross it over. Come back through center and do the other side. We'll do that 3 more times. Awesome. Come on up and come to your back side. We'll lie flat and hug the knees. You can take a rock to the right and left gently. Massage through the lower spine. We'll circle the knees. Reverse the direction. We'll hug both knees in deeply and then shift the knees over to the left side. Extend your right arm out and reach the shoulder blades down towards the floor. Try to soften through your glutes and your hips. Let the spine release like you're wringing out a wet rag. And the other side. If this becomes uncomfortable, you can place a blanket or pillow under the knees to soften here or between the knees. Gently release. Make your way back to seat and we'll turn over for our tabletop one more time. Now we're going to rotate through the spine in all directions, doing rib circles. So we'll press the ribs over to the right side. We'll drop the belly button down, lift the tailbone, lift your gaze, push over to the left side, and then we're going to tuck the tailbone around, look at the floor, creating a big circle all the way through the rib cage. Take your time here, loosen through the neck and shoulders. Pause on any sticky spots. And gently twist to the other direction now. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me today. Hope your spine moves more freely after your practice. And don't forget, these are going to be released weekly for you, and they'll stay available for you to access again and again as you need. Great.